Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back once again to Harley Day Rider here. On a foggy morning, if you can see the fog laying out over on those ridges over there, on those tree lines. And look what we're coming up into here. Now, I left this morning and they said the visibility is like 1/3 of a mile. I don't know if well, maybe. I don't know. I'm not too good at judging that distance out there, 1/3 of a mile, but anyway. And then I started to get this insane, oh, there's some bells around door. And I started to get this insane, like, stomach ache. My wife said, "What's wrong with your stomach?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I think it's nerves." And she said, "Why are you nervous, you know?" And da 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 da. I said, "I don't know." The truth is, I decided to take the bike today because it's not raining this morning. And listen to our weatherman on the TV, which you know how fond I am of meteorologists and weathermen, I think, and weather women. You know, I think they're all basically witch doctors, you know, or whatever those people. Remember the old gypsies that would come in and they would fortune tellers. They're just meteorologist is another word for fortune teller. Like, we don't really have a clue what's going to happen. Get this, there's, oh, I guess it's fenced. I thought that horse was just walking around, like, kind of in the yard. But, yeah, so, anyway, he said that the rain will start around 5 o'clock. Well, I know that I get off work at 3:30, and I'm usually home by 4 o'clock. It's about a half-hour commute, so I think I'm pretty safe. And then I opened my phone app and I'm looking and it said the rain might start at noon. Well, again, noon to 3:30 is 3.5 hours. Everything's gonna get pretty wet in 3.5 hours, but it is what it is. And then I'm on my way out here. I'm kind of listening to the radio, just kind of jamming along, and the lady comes on, the DJ or whatever you want to call her, the radio hostess. And she claims that it will be cloudy this morning, you know, but dry, which it is right now. It's very dry out. It is overcast and cloudy. I can see that. And she said enjoy that because we're going to be getting thunder showers later on. So folks, why is my stomach hurting? Because I don't know what the hell I'm going to be riding home in today. Let me tell you that. I just don't have a clue what I'll be riding home in. But as I told you the other day, yesterday, or whenever I post this video, I carry rain gear, so, I mean, and on the motorcycle trip I went on this summer, I told you, we were almost in constant rain for quite a while, so I'm not really overly concerned. I got all these people, every morning, people want to be on my backside. Look people, I can't see. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna do my traditional pull over down here and we'll let them through, just to get rid of them, you know. There shouldn't even be anybody working out here. I work so distant out in the country that you wouldn't think anybody even works out here in the country. So, I don't know, maybe they're out getting their morning coffee and cigarettes, who knows. But yeah, we're gonna pull off down here like we did yesterday and make a quick pit stop and let these cars around me. You know, what kills you though, the speed limit's 40 mile an hour, you know, and you're doing 50, you know, clipping along on your motorcycle doing 50, and they're still on your ass. I mean, that's just not right. But we talked about that. Anyway, my real topic today is, with all this rain, and I don't know if you've been getting rain, but we've been getting pounded with rain for about 2 weeks now. When are you getting any of your yard work done? Or do you have yard work? I went out last night, my wife, I was laying on the couch and I was watching, I think, the Pawn Stars. And I do suggest if you ever get to Vegas, we went to Vegas a few years ago and we were able to stop and go and see the pawn shop there. It was pretty cool. Naturally, we didn't see any of the big stars there, but hey, we'll just stop right here, let these people through, then I don't have to worry about them being on my backside. So anyway, I was watching the Pawn Stars, which I enjoy watching that, and the American Pickers. I gotta lower this backrest. It seems like it's way too high. It's killing my back. Anyway, so she comes in about, I don't know, 7:30 or something and says, hey, you know, you could either, this is my options. You could either A, wash the dishes, or B, go out and mow the grass. Well, no, naturally. Now, she offered to mow the grass. She did. But naturally, what I did, I elected to go mow the grass. So I went out, filled the mower up, fired her up. And then after a few choice words out of the English language, I, you know, because the mower kept clogging up. You know how that goes. The grass was wet and high. I was trying to cut it low, and but I got it done. I got it done before it got dark, and I mean, at least it's knocked down anyway. It looks like a hayfield. Yeah, when do you get your yard work done, man? I mean, it's been pretty much either hot, stormy, or rainy for about everybody around here. So, all right. The last thing I want to put out there to you before this video gets too long is, as I said, I was looking at the weather this morning, and it looked dry this morning, pretty clear all the way up until 5 o'clock. So I thought, well, I'm going to be pretty safe. And I threw my mesh jacket on. I think who was talking about the mesh jackets the other day? NC Stoney was talking about his new mesh jacket. So I threw on my mesh jacket without the liner in it, and I took off. I made it as far as the gas station and found out that that probably wasn't a good idea. So in my saddlebags, I also always try to remember to have a sweatshirt in there. So I took the mesh jacket off, I threw my sweatshirt on, and that's what I got on now. My sweatshirt with the mesh jacket here, so it's a lot more comfortable riding. It's a little chilly this morning. I also had my fingerless gloves on. Now look, I reached in the other saddlebag and pulled out my full finger gloves. And I don't know how you guys, I know a lot of you guys out there ride motorcycles with no saddlebags on them. Man, living today, you know, on the electric glide, with the touring pack and the saddlebags and having places just to keep certain items you might need when you're on the road, it would be hard for me to go back. I would like to have I'd like to buy a, I had my eye set on buying the Iron 883 just to have one to ride around on. But I think I would have to put a set of saddlebags on her. I really do. Look at this fog down here. You see that fog laying out back in there? Wow. Back over that hillside. A lot of fog today, folks. So yeah, I think I would have to have saddlebags pretty much on anything I ride today. My Sportster, when I bought it, I mean, I didn't have time. It had some weird saddlebags, but it had two saddlebags, you know, so there was a place to put stuff. I carried, like, I put a rain gear in there and stuff. But, and I only had that bike, like I told you before, for 4 months before trading it on this thing, so. This bike does have a lot more comforts than the Sportster, and I'm sure Harley Truck can tell you that, because Harley Truck is riding both. He has a Sportster 1200, and he also drives an Electric Glide Ultra, I believe. So he could definitely give you some ideas of the riding styles and the differences, as I'm sure he does when he rides. Anyway, this is about where I cut this off at when I ride in the morning with you folks. But thanks for riding along with me there. A lot of you have been thanking me, and I appreciate that. You've been thanking me for you know, taking you along for the ride. But honestly, it's really you guys and girls out there watching. Thank you for riding along with me in the morning, because it gives me. This is an interesting concept when you're recording yourself and you're riding on the motorcycle, because it kind of makes you feel like you're talking to someone in the back of the bike, even though you're not. But anyway, We're going to pull up here a little bit. I don't know if this light has sensors on it or what the heck it has, but we're going to make sure that it changes here for us. There we go. And we're on the move. So, alright, but yeah, I am going to kick out of here. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend, if I don't get to you. We're supposed to go to the Harley-Davidson shop tomorrow. They are having the annual rib cook-off at the Harley shop, so I'd like to go down for that. It's incredibly expensive. Maybe I'll get some video of that tomorrow if we go, if it doesn't rain. Alright, well, have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for riding along. I'll talk to you next time. Harley Day Rider is going to be down and out once again in the lovely, foggy southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody.